What's good, Shelter? I have the most smoke, no joke, and I'm again with a brand new video, and I'm gonna keep it a Bowberry biscuit. This schedule is probably one of the better ones I've seen in a minute. This is a really good schedule for us. I'm getting ahead of myself. The Carolina Panthers schedule just dropped. As in, probably like, before I recorded this, maybe like 20 minutes before I recorded this, I got a little sidetracked because I was uploading a different video. It's not even about the Panthers at all. But that was a video. It's going to be up on my head right here if you want to watch that. But I was uploading that video, and it kind of just conflicted with the times of this dropping. Doesn't matter. This video wouldn't have been out by the time that one uploaded, so it's all good. Put the schedule up right now, man. Look at this schedule right here. This is a great schedule for us. 2018 schedule. September 9th, we have the Cowboys. We have the Falcons, Bengals. You know, a bye. I'll get to that in a second. Giants, Redskins, Eagles, Ravens, Bucks, Steelers, Lions, Seahawks, Bucks again, Browns, Saints, Falcons, Saints. That Saints, Falcons, Saints is going to be good. I'll get to that in a second. The first thing I want to say I want to talk about first is this Week 4 bye. That Week 4 bye is extremely lame. No one likes an early bye. No one likes having an early bye game on their schedule, but that could work out for us because for a number of reasons. One, it gives us a one extra week for Curtis Samuel, Damiere Byrd, for some of our more injured players to like get that 1 week of get those 3 games first. Leave that 1 weekend. They can get extra rest and be ready for the back end of the season. Thomas Davis has a 4-game suspension, so even though that bye is on week 4, he doesn't come back till week 6. But if he has any ailments, anything wrong with him, he gets a full 5 weeks. He gets a full 5 weeks rather than 4 weeks to rehabilitate himself. Actually, it's a full 6 weeks because he doesn't play week 1, 2, and 3. There's no game 4. Doesn't play week 5. He gets a full 6 weeks to rehab, and we'll have more of his ability in the later half of the season. So that kind of works out for us a little bit better than us going through these games and then him coming back and having to deal with another bye and him having to like sit out another week. Getting him up to speed, slowing down, and back up to speed. So that's kind of alright with us, with me at least. I'll also address this right here before I get into the actual teams. Is we have a pretty even home away schedule. It's home away, home home, away away, home home, away away, home away away, home home away. You really don't get much more even than that. You really don't get it much more evenly spaced out and, what I think, fair than that. There's some teams that have 3-4 week home or away stands, or like 3 week home stands. But I mean, us going from going basically alternating between 1 home game, 1 away game, then 2 home games, 2 away games. That works great for both scheduling, for people who want to watch and go to those games, and for the team itself. For travel reasons, for getting themselves settled down into what to expect and how their body should be feeling week after week. And another thing is, all our games are pretty much on the East Coast. Our farthest game, look at the schedule. Our farthest game is in New Orleans, and it would be Detroit, but Detroit is actually just slightly. Don't play the Lions, yeah. Detroit's just slightly closer than New Orleans. I think it's by drive. It's only 30 minutes shorter than New Orleans. So I mean, but the flight is still really short. I just got a text from this girl from Tinder. Yeah, our farthest game is New Orleans and Detroit. So we cut off a full 2/3 of the map. So we don't have any far away games. Most of our games have a 1 o'clock kickoff, which is great because I hate 4 p.m. kickoffs. It's just so stupid. At least for us, I don't like 4 p.m. kickoffs. I know we have. I think it's everyone gets 1 Thursday night game. And I think we have a Monday night game. I mean, we went 11-5 last year. I have no clue how we don't have much more. Actually, I do know why we don't have many more primetime games. It's because we're not in the NFC East. Simple. And the thing is, we play the NFC East this year, so I don't understand why we can't get nothing. We can't get any more of these any more of these primetime games. But let me go and check this real quick. The Steelers and the Saints games are 2 primetime games. That's cool. At least they didn't give us a trash, Thursday game against the Bucks or or the Browns as the primetime game. You remember? I think it was 2 years ago when literally every single primetime game was trash. It was like literally every Thursday night game was like Colts versus Texans, and the Texans were bad. Or they weren't that great. No, 2 years ago was when the Texans were actually good. It was like Colts versus Dolphins, or it was Bucks versus the Browns, or this team it's teams people didn't want to watch. So luckily for us, we have the Steelers and the Saints, so we can really show out, and hopefully we win these games so we can get better games next year. But I'll go down like game by game. I feel pretty confident in this schedule. I think we beat the Cowboys. They're going through a lot of inner turmoil stuff. They have to do a lot of things for the team this year. I think we can beat them coming out strong week 1. We're going to split with the Falcons. I know everyone wants to hear, oh man, we're going to kill the Falcons both times. We're going to go 16-0. We're going to go to the Super Bowl. But I'm going to be honest with you. We're going to split with the Falcons. And second week of the season in Atlanta, I give it to the Falcons. We're probably going to lose that game. I know everyone started off the season really strong and win their first few games and got off to a good head start. That might not happen this year. We're probably going to split with the Panthers with the Falcons. So I see us losing to the Falcons. I see us, that's in Atlanta. I see us beating the Bengals at home. They're not good. They're never going to be a good team. They're going to be a good team for another 5-10 years maybe. Bye week, Saints here at our place. We beat them. I want a Saints fan to watch this video. We beat y'all in Carolina. And also want to go ahead and say that a lot of this depends entirely, heavily on how well we do in the draft. We have to pick up the right players at the right spots. And y'all, if y'all watch my videos, y'all watch my draft board videos, y'all know I want a DB in the first round, a corner specifically because the safeties are pretty deep. But we have to be able to defend against the NFC South and these quarterback and wide receiver duos. So I think we have to really. This schedule really depends on our year depends on our draft. More so than any past year, honestly. But I think we'll be the Giants. Giants are not going to be good this year. Unless they have Saquon and Saquon just destroys everyone. I don't see them breaking or doing anything. The Redskins, Alex Smith, I like you a lot, but Kirk Cousins was better. Redskins, I have no faith in them. Eagles, we probably lose. I'm going to be straight up. We probably lose to the Eagles in this away game in Philly. Come on. We lose some games. Ravens, they're not good. We're going to beat them. Or they're just decent, honestly. Mediocre. The Bucks. Come on now. Come on now. Now the Steelers on the 8th. It's a Thursday night game. Or it's a primetime game. Nationally televised. Steelers are good. They can. Y'all saw last year they can have really great games. They can have really bad games. Doesn't matter if it's home or away. Big Ben's breaking down. Hopefully by that point in the season, week 10, someone's going to be injured. Either Antonio Brown's going to be injured, Le'Veon Bell's going to be injured, Ben Roethlisberger. And the thing is, I don't wish injury or that kind of thing on any player, fan base, team. Even if I don't like teams like completely. Even if I don't like how the Atlanta Falcons quarterback looks, his face. I don't wish injury on anyone, but history told us that the Steelers like to get injured. So, I mean, we can sneak that game in, but I'm gonna chalk it off as a loss just to be fair and be a little bit objective here. I don't want to be someone on YouTube saying, "Yo, we're gonna beat these guys, beat these guys." This one's a stretch, but we'll beat them too and them too. And I don't want to predict all wins. You feel me? I'm gonna be more realistic than that. The Lions, bro, we have to have a showing. We have to beat the Lions. In Detroit, we'll beat them. The Seahawks, they're 100% decimated. Depends on how they draft this year. I just don't see the Seahawks doing well this year. I don't see it happening. They're a 9-17 this year. The Bucks, the Browns, don't matter if they're there, home. Come on now. Now the Browns. No, hold up. I'm gonna do a video on the Browns. It's not gonna be a Panthers video. It's gonna be like a NFL in a nutshell video. The Browns might have the most exciting offense this year, depending on their draft. That's going to be a whole separate video. Then we have the Saints again. I think we split with the Saints. We probably win this game here. And did I say Saints earlier? I'm going to say Giants. We're going to beat the Giants earlier. I think I said Saints earlier for week 5. I may have said that. Maybe I didn't. But yeah, we split with the Saints as well. We probably beat them at home, Or we could actually go there and beat them. I'm not sure. But I think we split the Saints this year. Actually, now I think about it, I think I did say Saints on accident earlier. But Falcons, we beat them at home in our place. And we probably lose the last game of the season to the Saints at the Dome. But honestly, I'm thinking 12-4 isn't 100% out of the way. Now let's go ahead and say, like, I think I said we'll split Falcons, split with the Saints, lose to the Eagles, and probably lose to the Steelers. That's 12-4. Now, what are some games that you know how like you have games that you're supposed to win, and you have games that you win that you're supposed to lose, and games that you lose that you're supposed to win. That's that Bears game last year with Mitch 4 for 7, less than 100 yards Trubisky, that we should have won. That happens sometimes. So what are some games that I said we're gonna win that we could possibly lose? I'm looking at there's probably two. The home game versus Seattle. It's always a rough go with us in Seattle. So that's a game that's gonna come off. You know, it could go either way, kind of. I wouldn't be. I don't think we're gonna lose to them. But if we did lose a close game, I wouldn't be totally blindsided like some of these other teams. And I would have to say, there's another team on this list. It's the Lions. So that's back-to-back weeks. Because the thing about the Lions is Matt Stafford is a comeback king. He almost came back on us when we played them last year. Matt Stafford loves to he loves to be down in the fourth quarter, and he loves to come back on you. Not just like down by one score. He can come back on you, surprise you, down 14, and just come out of nowhere, down 10, and tie it up, beat you in the last seconds. Matt Stafford is someone to be concerned with. So those are two games I think we can actually that we should win, but we might lose. What are some games that we might lose, but we should win? I mean, honestly, we could not easily, but we could possibly sweep either the Falcons or the Saints. It would be such sweet vindication, revenge to sweep the Saints, but that's not gonna happen. Drew Brees is my second favorite quarterback in the league right now, and honestly, all time, I have Drew Brees at number 2 or 3 behind Joe Montana. I can get into that at a different video. I probably won't get into that. I'm not going to ever give my rankings of quarterbacks and my rankings of other positions ever. Jerry Rice is a cheater. He used to stick them. But yeah, I think that we have a pretty strong schedule this year. Not a strong schedule. We have a schedule for us to look very strong going into the playoffs. Look, we have a lot of bums on the schedule. We should win. We should really break this even year curse. This is the year to break this even year curse. It happens, I think, for sure. For sure, we end up at least 9-7. 9-7 is definitely doable here. I don't see 7 teams we lose to. I don't see 7 games we lose. No, don't see it. But let me know what y'all. This is a longer video. Let me know what y'all think of the schedule in the comments below, man. Let me know what you think about my predictions in the comments. What y'all thinking yourselves, man? Let me know. You already know to do that like button. I got a button right here for subscribe. Button right here for to watch more videos. Namaste. Back sooner than you think.